Hey guys, it's RBJ. We're going to be talking about the 2 episodes of Power Rangers Dino Fury 6 and 7, Superstition Strikes, and Stego Search. Anyway, let's get into this. Superstition strikes. So the episode starts off with everyone running and screaming. Somebody calls for the Rangers. Hey, someone help! There's a Sporix Beast. But then there's not actually Sporix Beast. It's actually a guy covered in a bunch of suds. And then the Rangers show up. And then bam! It's Amelia's grandfather, which he calls Pop-Up. I mean, we all do. Anyway, so the grandpa does for a job is like cleaning windows and all that. Sorry if my printer's making that noise because I'm trying to print something. Anyway, so he asked the Rangers for some help. Sure, we'll love to. And then all of a sudden, bam! Amelia walks under a ladder and then she starts to have bad luck. And by that I mean she gets her shirt kind of torn up with a hole in it, and then a Sporix Beast hatches out of nowhere. Then she kind of loses the fight after she morphs. And then she meant to do an attack, but she accidentally aimed it back at her friends, which kind of hurt them a little. And then so Zato does this for the first time. He puts his Dino Key inside of his saber, does a T-Rex Fury strike, which is really cool, if you can see from this little effect right here. And also, I really love the Japanese footage in this. So her morpher is kind of hit. Her morpher is hit every So her morpher gets hit, and if we see in this photo right here, if we see, because it's been damaged by the bad guy, which I forgot his name. He's like an Earth-themed bad guy. So she goes back to the base. She gets teleported with Zato because her morpher is really damaged, and the morpher allows him to transport places. Anyway, so to do that, so she ends up getting a new morpher, but she has to learn how to avoid her bad luck. And Solon tries to give Surf some advice on how to avoid bad luck. So Void Knight rebuilds the morpher, and then he gives it to Boom Tower, and he transports to the base. But then Amelia shows him, she's like, get out of here. So he gets out, and she's like, wow, it was really lucky that I was here. So yeah, so they do that. And then after they do the Zord fight scene, we see this little car go by, and then bam, hit a rock, and then hits another building, and the building collapses on a building part, collapses on the bad guy. I guess I don't really know the name of the bad guy in this. So then they destroy him, and then all of a sudden she has good luck. And then as soon as they're helping her grandfather pack in his car after he's done wiping some windows, Ollie breaks a mirror, and then it's like, oh no, that's 7 years bad luck. Yeah. So in the beginning of the episode, Ollie's he's like, yeah, I don't believe in bad luck. But then he gets bad luck because he gets a bucket on his head he gets water splashed on his head, he gets a bucket on his head, he gets tied up in a bunch of hose, then he gets knocked over in a baby stroller, but then the mother saves her baby in time, then he gets strolled out, then he gets tumbled on a bunch of boxes. And yeah, that is episode 6, Superstition Strikes. Anyway, next episode. So before I go on with this episode, you may notice my hair is a little wet because I just got out of the shower, and I got this new Tails Funko for Sonic's anniversary. Anyway, on to this video. Before I talk about the next episode, last week we just got Jordan Fite, that Illuminati was right, that he is going to be the Gold Ranger Aiyon, and it's going to be really cool. I don't know which episode that Aiyon's going to be in, but also they did confirm the name for his Zord, which is the Mozo Razor Zord. If you don't believe me, here are some images of Jordan Fite as the Gold Ranger in the suit. He looks really cool, and he also made a TikTok where he morphs into the Gold Ranger, which that's also cool. Anyway, let's talk about this episode. Stego Search. So the episode begins with the Rangers, except for Javi, going into the base, doing some new things, trying to detect the Stego Spike Sword, which Javi goes to the park. He gets the keytar that he finally always wanted when he got the job for Buzz Blast, because he mentioned that in the episode of New Recruits. So he got the keytar, he played music, he got everyone to get attention, and then some people were recording. One of them was recording for another thing that's later on in the episode, and then his dad comes in, he's like, hey, what are you doing with that keytar? So in the episode New Recruits, Izzy said that their dad doesn't approve of Javi playing music, so he says, no, you can't have this keytar because it's $900, you should be saving your money. So it does that. He feels really bad because his dad doesn't approve him playing music. And anyway, on with the rest of the episode. So Javi has been put in a bad mood because because all the Rangers are asking questions and stuff. They've been trying to figure out what's going on with him. Then Izzy meets up with him, but then they spot like a Sporix beast, which I kind of forgot the name of it. They do their morph sequence, they fight, and then Izzy gets hit. So then they demorph, and Izzy gets taken back to the Warden Garcia, also known as their dad. So Javi's okay. They have to. Izzy is kind of like takes a break from the rest of the episode. They see the video of the person that recorded of how Javi got his guitar taken away, which really put him in a bad mood. So then they fight, and then they talk to him saying, hey, I know how this is. We're so sorry about that. And then they make it up with them at the end of the episode, which I'm going to get to eventually. So he summons the Stego Spike Sword by playing his flute. And then he summons the Stego Spike Sword formation, does the Megazord formation. They fight. They do that. And then in the end episode, it shows them at Buzz Blast with all the Rangers and Izzy with like with an arm wrap around her arm, which I forgot the name of it. So they purchase a new guitar for Javi. He plays music. Everyone in Buzz Blast dances, including their boss. And yeah, that is the episode. Stego Search. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, turn on notifications. Go follow my other social medias. I'm so excited that we finally got to look at the Gold Ranger, Jordan Fite, also known as Aiyon, and the Mozo Razor Zord, which is the name for a Zord. Anyway, be sure to subscribe, do the normal stuff, and I will see you all next time.
Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, turn on notifications, don't follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and I will see you all next time.